that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month or 3 months or 6 months that passes, you do become a lot older.
You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
Boxing legends around the world are left in disbelief as Manny Pacquiao, defying all expectations, announces his incredible return to the ring at 46. He's set to face the dangerous younger Mario Barrios, a rising star eager to make his mark. The 8-division world champion, known for his lightning speed and relentless drive, is stepping back into the spotlight after years of absence. It's clear Pacquiao is far from finished. The news has shaken the boxing community, with some of the sport's most respected figures praising his indomitable spirit and legendary heart, but others are sounding the alarm, warning that taking on a hungry, active fighter like Barrios could be a catastrophic risk for the aging legend.
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's a very contentious subject. Like, you know, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age.
Eddie Hearn didn't shy away from the firestorm surrounding Manny Pacquiao's shocking return to the ring against Mario Barrios. With the boxing world sharply divided, some celebrating, others deeply concerned, Hearn cut through the noise. Despite Pacquiao being 46, Hearn firmly believes the Filipino icon still possesses the skills to defeat most of the top 20 welterweights. Acknowledging that Pacquiao isn't the relentless powerhouse he once was, Hearn emphasized that experience, timing, and ring IQ are not things that fade with age. Dismissing Pacquiao just because of his years, according to Hearn, is a grave mistake. For him, the Barrios fight isn't about nostalgia, it's a legitimate challenge. Anyone underestimating Pacquiao's danger could be in for a rude awakening when the bell rings.
You know, I guess there's two questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not? But should he be fighting for the world title? I guess that's another question. In the commercial world of boxing, the answer is yeah, probably. In the ratings world and activity world, the answer is probably not.
Manny Pacquiao's shocking return to the ring at 46 has ignited a storm of reactions across the boxing world. For some, it's the ultimate display of warrior spirit, an icon refusing to step away from the fight. For others, it's a dangerous gamble, with concerns about the toll of age and ring rust. Pacquiao is set to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July 2025, nearly 4 years after his last bout. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman confirmed the fight, citing a rule that allows former champions to challenge for titles post-retirement, a rule used by legends like Sugar Ray Leonard. While Pacquiao's official announcement depends on the conclusion of his Senate campaign in the Philippines by May 12th, reports indicate that TGB Promotions and PBC have already locked in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for July 19th. This sets the stage for what could be one of the most controversial comebacks in boxing history.
Out of the big time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational with that fight. Oh, it's sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than the Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
Joe Rogan voiced serious concerns about Manny Pacquiao's return, calling it a risky move. He pointed out the brutal physical demands of boxing and questioned whether stepping back into the ring at 46, after nearly 4 years away, was a wise decision. Rogan emphasized the toll that time away could have on Pacquiao's body, adding that while Pacquiao is a legend, the challenges of age and ring rust might prove too much to overcome.
If Manny Pacquiao in the middle of his prime said, I'm going to fight MMA, that would be insane. And you'd probably get his face kicked off, probably get strangled, probably get taken down, strangled, and he would be helpless. It's a different skill set. There's so much more to MMA. To me, it's more exciting to watch.
Amir Khan, former world champion and close associate of Manny Pacquiao, has shared his thoughts on Pacquiao's comeback. While he recognizes the excitement and financial buzz surrounding the return, Khan raised concerns about its fairness. He's open to facing Pacquiao himself if the financial backing is substantial, possibly from key figures like Saudi boxing authority Turki Al-Sheikh. However, Khan questioned whether it's right for Pacquiao to jump straight into world title contention at 46, potentially blocking younger fighters who've been grinding for their shot. Khan respects Pacquiao's legacy, but believes the sport should make room for the next generation. His comments touch on both business interests and ethical concerns, stressing that any matchup should balance respect for the past while creating opportunities for the future. What do you think? Is Pacquiao's return fair to the younger fighters waiting for their shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going.
Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, shall we do a fight? He's quite serious about it. He was like, shall we make a fight happen? I go, listen, if you can get a Thunder, if you can get someone like a Turkey Sheikh on board, then why not?
There's no, I mean, that must be able to be made that.
Yeah.
I mean, surely.
You do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell.
Amir Khan reflected on the highly anticipated but ultimately failed showdown with Manny Pacquiao, attributing its collapse to a mix of contractual confusion and unreliable investors, particularly those tied to a proposed fight in the UAE. Khan explained that key investors failed to meet financial commitments, with middlemen further complicating the negotiations. Despite the setback, Khan remains open to facing Pacquiao in the future, provided the money and stakes are substantial enough. He made it clear that only elite-level fights against legends like Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather would lure him back into the ring, as his passion for boxing has waned. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn shared his thoughts on Pacquiao's impending return, offering praise for the legendary fighter's accomplishments, but questioning the fairness of granting him an immediate title shot after such a long layoff. Hearn emphasized the importance of maintaining the integrity of rankings and ensuring that younger fighters aren't sidelined by legacy-driven matchups.
It's a very contentious subject, like, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month or 3 months or 6 months that passes, you do become a lot older. So
Mike Tyson stirred major controversy when he claimed Naoya Inoue is more dominant than Manny Pacquiao. On his Hot Boxing podcast, Tyson described Inoue as vicious, praising his flawless record, 90% knockout rate, and titles in 4 weight classes, including undisputed reigns at bantamweight and super bantamweight. While Pacquiao made history as an 8-division world champion, Tyson's endorsement of Inoue adds fire to the debate over boxing's greatest pound-for-pound fighters. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has completely dismissed Pacquiao's status as a true champion. He criticized Pacquiao's WBA regular welterweight title, calling it meaningless compared to the WBA super belt. Crawford even excluded Pacquiao from his all-time pound-for-pound list and cast doubt on his legacy, referring to Pacquiao's refusal of Olympic-style drug testing before the Mayweather bout. Crawford claimed Pacquiao's knockout power disappeared afterward, suggesting foul play. These back-to-back bombshells from Tyson and Crawford could redefine how fans remember Pacquiao's place in boxing history.
Manny's a generational, talented fighter, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own.
I don't think Pacquiao took steroids. Really, the Mayweathers questioned it and drilled them on it, and that made people pick a side. I can't say that means Pacquiao was on something. And the reason why is because Pacquiao may have been the most tested fighter of all time. He never failed a test. Floyd did. So you're talking about a situation where now you're just saying he's so good that he must be on something.
In 2010, Manny Pacquiao took on Antonio Margarito, a naturally bigger and stronger opponent. Despite being 17 pounds lighter and 6 inches shorter, Pacquiao outboxed Margarito with speed and precision. Weighing just 144.6 pounds, Pacquiao rehydrated to 148, while Margarito entered around 165. Pacquiao dominated, winning the WBC super welterweight title and making history as the first boxer to win titles in 8 divisions. In 2024, Pacquiao was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2025, with a record of 62 wins, 8 losses, and 2 draws. His career spanned from 1995 to 2021. Outside the ring, he became a senator and ran for president in 2022. After his loss to Yordenis Ugas, Pacquiao retired, proud of his journey from poverty to global superstardom.
Pacquiao is now planning to run for president in his native Philadelphia. Philippines this upcoming May. But Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, Skip, he started out boxing, he was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112, and went all the way up to
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just...
I don't believe, I feel very comfortable and said I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bums. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather. Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year.
Stephen A. Smith gave a heartfelt tribute to Manny Pacquiao, highlighting his legendary achievements, including being an 8-division world champion. Smith praised Pacquiao's unmatched athleticism, but also emphasized his humility and dedication beyond the ring. He recognized Pacquiao as one of boxing's most influential figures, a fighter whose impact reached far beyond the sport. Smith's tribute underscored the deep admiration Pacquiao earned, both as a fighter and as a global icon.
Greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to just say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver.
Stephen A. Smith paid tribute to Manny Pacquiao's remarkable career in a recent video, celebrating his legendary accomplishments, including becoming the first boxer to win world titles in 8 different weight classes. Smith praised Pacquiao's blend of athleticism and humility, which earned him the admiration of fans around the world. He also acknowledged Pacquiao's impact outside the ring, where he used his platform to inspire and help others. Pacquiao's legacy extends far beyond boxing, solidifying his place in history. But with his return to the ring on the horizon, questions remain. What do you think about Pacquiao's decision? Do you believe he still has the skills to compete at the highest level? Or is it time to focus on preserving his legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.